So about boa tarde, good afternoon, bon après-midi.
Boa tarde.
Us from France or Montreal. Today we have a wonderful presentation, very Latin, is presenting their New Year's Eve in Brazil, and even more actually, you're going to tell us all this. So Gustavo, you're the director of sales, and the screen is all yours.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Boa tarde, bom dia. It's a great pleasure to have you all here. It's really, I appreciate your time to learn a little bit more about Brazil. We're here in our maybe sixth or seventh webinar with Dominic, which is such an honor. It's been very nice, like to walk with you guys through all of the destinations that Brazil can offer, and now in special celebrations and ideas for you guys to make combinations within Brazil that we already spoke that could last an itinerary for a month or maybe a lifetime. They wouldn't be enough for you guys to get to know the whole country. But and also combining with our neighboring beautiful nations that we have here. So we're the DMC that you've been waiting for, to get all Brazil together for you in a very beautiful way, in a very safe way, in a very unique and outstanding way. So who's coming here for the first time? Welcome to Brazil. I just would like briefly to tell you about Very Latin. So Very Latin, it's our new company inside TTW Group. TTW Group has been in the market for over 26 years. We have a few offices here in Brazil, mainly concentrated in São Paulo. We have 5 brands, and one of the brands now, our newborn baby, that's about like 1 year old. It's Very Latin, but it's 1 year old, but it has already been shaking the market here of the DMCs. Like we've been doing some very beautiful and successful itineraries for your guests, for many agencies, making some amazing partnerships along with the help of Dominic. We couldn't be more excited about what is coming up next, you know. And of course, we're like we can manage anything your guests want, you know, in the most beautiful, supportive, and exclusive way. So we, of course, me here with my team that's like here right by my side, we're going to give you a 24/7 support. Absolutely. As I mentioned, we're local. So our main office is based here in São Paulo, with all other offices spread out. So we can handle anything that your clients need, like that impossible lunch reservation, that impossible place to watch Carnival, the parade, to be inside the parade, to be on top of the cars of the parades, the most special shows. We got it all covered, you know. Like we're the type of DMC that we're gonna be, if necessary, in the restaurant, holding our table for your group or your VIP family of clients to arrive, already ordering the dishes in advance, making a special cake for like any celebrations. We really have it all covered. Like we're very passionate about what we do, as you can tell a little bit. If you had a chance to meet with me, it would be very lovely. With me or anyone else from our team, we can explain you on a very detailed base what we do. So our fleet of vehicles are fantastic. So all of the ordinary things works perfectly. The assistances, our team in Guarulhos Airport, in Galeão Airport in Rio de Janeiro, whatever, either for a connection or the arrival, the smoothest arrival experience you can expect with us, like clearing everything about immigration, carrying the luggage. From the moment that your client steps out of the airplane, he's going to be treated like a king. So I'm here really to inspire you to offer to your guests the possibility of them to spend New Year's Eve here in Brazil. Make a very beautiful itinerary, a very memorable a change of year here in many iconic destinations that you can have here in Brazil. And as I was telling Dominic, as she already know, New Year's Eve is just as important to us as Carnival. You know, it might sound like everything it's a reason to celebrate down here, but it actually is. We're a very cheerful and a very, very fun and very communicative people. But the New Year's Eve is just as beautiful as Carnival in a different way. But it's an amazing moment that you can see our culture, like in real time, like how we all get together, how we always cheer for the best of each other. So, and of course, another beautiful reason for you to suggest your clients is because you can escape from the cold weather from the northern hemisphere, either in the US, either in Europe. That terrible winter that you be feeling like chilling, that you don't want to go anywhere else, but you don't want to leave home because it's too cold. In Brazil, it's absolutely the opposite. It's where you're gonna find the most warm, nice and warm water. The beaches are amazing. It's an amazing moment for you to be here in Brazil. Either Carnival or New Year's are very big moments for us, are big deals for the Brazilian people. So here we're going to bring a little bit more about, of course, the iconic Rio de Janeiro, Florianopolis, which has turned into a really, really great suggestion throughout these past 10 years, maybe. And of course, Trancoso with all of its authentic features. So a little bit about the curiosities of what to expect about our traditions and celebrations over the New Year's. As Dominic mentioned, wearing white, this is absolutely mandatory. If you're not wearing white, there might be something wrong with you. Everyone will be looking at you. Oh, you don't want luck and positive energy for your New Year's. Well, why you're not wearing white? You know, it's something very, very, very common for everyone to wear white or very light colored clothes over the New Year's Eve. It's beautiful, especially if you go to a party or to Copacabana Beach or a get together of a celebration. Everyone usually you can expect them to be wearing white. And our traditions is always a mix of the African culture and the European culture. They always come together when you talk about Brazil. So we have many traditions, such as like eating lentils and grapes. Eating lentils come from Italy. Eating grapes comes from Spain, which are some of the main colonizations that we have. So you eat lentils for prosperity, and the grapes as well, like 12 grapes, and you keep the seeds to bring prosperity and good health. So these are great traditions. We have if you're in the beach, it's mandatory, like you over like 10, 9, 8, 1, poof, and then the fireworks starts. Everyone will go into the water to jump 7 waves. And you have to jump the 7 waves if you're on the beach. It's like really to clean your all the negative thoughts that you might have. So really for the ocean to wash us off like everything that you might be feeling. To start brand new, offering flowers to Iemanjá. So this comes from our African traditions, right? The goddess Iemanjá, the goddess of the ocean. It's very beautiful, especially in Bahia region, or if you go up to the northeast, you make these beautiful range of set of flowers, and then you put into the ocean as an offer to the sea goddess to also to bring beautiful blessings for next year's. And of course, you cannot forget about the parties, that all sorts of parties that you can imagine, like right on the sand, like barefoot parties, or on the most beautiful places and saloons and hotels, something more modern and young, something more traditional. You have parties everywhere. Only so the city of São Paulo, it's not too exciting over New Year's because everyone goes away. But anywhere else you go in Brazil, it's absolutely fantastic. So, and the last but not least curiosity, of course, everyone is wearing white, but whatever you're wearing as an underwear, the color of your underwear also means a lot. It's something very funny, but like if you're willing to find the love of your life next year, you can wear red. If you want, you use yellow to bring money your way and prosperity, green for good health. So it's something very funny that it really became a tradition here in Brazil. So we're just bringing up just a few destinations that are really, we're getting a lot of requests, and we see that people has a lot of questions about how New Year's work in these places. So first of all, the traditional Rio de Janeiro, you see here, all of them, they have a wonderful average temperature and a really good seawater temperature that are not too hot, but still great to refresh from a very hot day, you know. So we're bringing, of course, the traditional Rio de Janeiro, the authentic Bahia with all of its traditions, and the modern and more beach clubs and jet setting environment that you find in Santa Catarina in the southern part of Brazil. More specifically in Florianopolis area. So starting with Rio de Janeiro. So how to get to Rio de Janeiro? That would be the easiest. You have direct flights from many places in Europe, from London, from Paris, from Lisbon, and from Frankfurt, and also from the United States, coming to direct flights from Miami, from Houston, and a few other. Or maybe just a short connection coming from São Paulo also works very nicely. So Rio de Janeiro, of course, it's mandatory if it's your first time in the city to spend at least 4 nights. If you're coming during the New Year's Eve, like the New Year's period, then I would suggest you to stay at least a week. So then you can check out all the parties and the excitements. Everything starts already happening, the parties and everything on the 29th, and then the 30th, and then of course on the 31st. And then on the 1st, you have a lot of things going on and all these main points that your client needs to visit, right? So one of the most beautiful fireworks celebration that you can find in the world is reflection coming from the water. Water is absolutely beautiful. What we can set up differently for our clients would be to have them on a boat to watch the fireworks actually from the water, from a private boat, or you can just sit on the beach and it's just as beautiful. Or maybe from the glamorous Copacabana Palace that has a beautiful a ball drop and a beautiful celebration as well. So you can have it all combined in this beautiful New Year's Eve in Rio de Janeiro from many places, many sites, and great things that you can do. So where to stay over New Year's? We took a look into the availability of places as well before we came up with this presentation. So you still have, everything is very limited, especially in Trancoso. There are a few hotels that are great partners of ours that don't have availability anymore, but Copacabana Palace still has some availability. Of course, the most iconic property that you can find. Mixing this, it's very clean, but with mixing a little bit of this tradition. So you can see here some of the rates. Another thing that I would like to highlight, it's that the minimum stay in Brazil, it's not like St. Bart's, you know, or other destinations that you need to have like at least 8 nights, 10 nights, 12 nights, 14 nights over New Year's. No, this doesn't happen in Brazil. The minimum stay in Rio de Janeiro in general is 4 nights, which is quite nice, quite reasonable. As I mentioned, you cannot go to Rio de Janeiro and stay less than 4 nights. So, and here includes the tickets for the New Year's Eve party. Here a little bit about Fasano with its iconic pool. This, you wouldn't have the view for the fireworks, but you can stay in Fasano and we can get you tickets to Copacabana Palace Ball as well. So we can manage anything you like. So this is a little bit about the Fasano, the structure and the rates itself. Just pretty much very close to Copacabana Palace with the minimum stay of 4 nights as well. So this is also a great possibility. As I mentioned, so Florianopolis, this would be a more of a trendy, stylish, and younger New Year's Eve. This is where usually they divide themselves, but the young Brazilian high-end families, they could either go to Florianopolis to more of like a trendy beach club, chic kind of New Year celebration, or to Trancoso for a more authentic but just as exciting one. But Florianopolis would be probably a great possibility and something new for you guys. So Florianopolis, unfortunately, this airport, internationally speaking, there's just a few flights that come from them from Argentina, for example, to maybe make a combination, and from other neighboring countries, or from Panama. Like there is a connection that you can fly from the US to Panama City and then directly to Florianopolis. Every other way, you would need to make a connection in São Paulo, but something very simple. The flights connect very well. So, and once you arrive in Florianopolis, you can either choose to be in more of a place where it's going to be party all day long, or more connected to nature and have a little bit of both worlds, as I'm going to show you. So here you have the Florianopolis. We gently have a nickname for it, which is Floripa. Much easier to speak than Florianopolis. Floripa is an island. We name it as a magic island because you do have a little bit of everything. You have sand dunes, you have lagoons, you have the beautiful ocean. It's a paradise for who likes to surf. Kite surf. It's a very versatile island which covers a lot of interests and is very high end, you know, with within its hotels and beach clubs. So this is the place where you can get a little bit of everything, a lot of young people and excitement. So one of the hotels can show a little bit about this this modern style this modern concept that you have in Floripa. So Fuso Concept Hotel, it's a beautiful property, very well located in Jurerê Beach. So super close to the beach clubs and the places people like to be. So you can see here more designed for young couples and couples in general rather than families. And here a little bit about the rates, quite cheaper once you compared it with Rio de Janeiro. It's also a great combination. Maybe you're going down to Argentina or to Chile, and this southern part of Brazil, it has a very specific time of the year that you can actually enjoy the summer and the great temperature. And this is the most perfect time for you to be there. And also Ponta dos Ganchos Resort, it's where while Beyonce was in Brazil, she was here, and in this hotel, to be more specific, it has there is no private beach in Brazil, but this one, it's so inaccessible, and it's really part of the property Ponta dos Ganchos that it becomes pretty much private for them. So you have this island where you can propose, and they have beautiful celebrations, and you're just a short cross boat to reach Florianopolis and to the parties. This hotel is located in the continent, and remember, Floripa is an island. So gorgeous. One of our favorite hotels and partners that we work with. And of course, Trancoso, then you have to get a connection. Maybe you can fly internationally to Salvador, but only from Europe. But talking about the US, you either come to Rio or to São Paulo, and you connect to go to Porto Seguro. And then you get this 1.5 hour transfer. So sounds a little bit about like a journey, but it's worth it. Once you arrive there, it's absolute paradise. This old fisherman village that became this amazing destination, that it's really a mix of this rustic luxury and the natural beauty. I mean, the beaches that you find in the surroundings of Trancoso, no kidding. It's just comparable to what you find in the most beautiful beaches in the world. Like if you go to the Caribbean and places like that, all this environment of these cliffs, the falésias that fall into the beach and make this beautiful golden sand paradise. From north to south, Trancoso, it's a great relaxing option. You can either choose to go to this barefoot luxurious parties, or you can just relax in your beautiful hotel. So this is the one that we're finding already struggling a little bit with availability. This 3 great options that we have already ran out of spot, but you can always find something at Ushua Casa Hotel, which is a beautiful property as well. just for you to have an idea, were actually fishermen village that they turned into these beautiful homes with private pools. It has a little bit for everyone's taste. It's a little bit of that. Then Trancoso, everywhere you go, it would have this minimum stay of 7 or 10 nights. So this has to be a trip planned to go to Trancoso, but this is where all the Brazilians find themselves. And of course, the private villas that we can arrange for your customer while he's in Trancoso, it's also a great choice. Like private with the full service, 24/7 security, not that I find it quite necessary, but we can have that. The cooks, they could have the everyone on a daily basis making the beds, cleaning everything, and having it all ready for you guys every single meal. It's something very, very nice. And then a little bit of the homes. It's something that Trancoso, it's what the most incredible place in Brazil that you can actually rent homes. I mean, like 3-bedroom villas, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-bedroom villas. You have it there, these amazing mansions, full serviced. And then, yes, as I mentioned, yeah, early booking for New Year's, just New Year's and Carnival. If you're thinking about suggesting to your clients early booking and some planning, it's really essential. It's I mean, Brazil is a country with over 230 million people, and we travel a lot inside Brazil as well. So, of course, it's a more than beautiful to welcome you guys, but everything gets fully booked very quickly during these periods. So it's nice to plan in advance. Now would be a very strategic time for you to suggest to your client the possibility of coming over through over these dates. And yes, of course, you can rely on us for anything you may need. So I just would like to take this opportunity, as I mentioned to Dominic in the beginning of our webinar, that we're going to start a program for this semester about a very frequent question that we have in pretty much any itinerary that we've been organizing is which part of the coast or which beach is the right one for our clients. I mean, we have the largest coast and one of the largest coasts in the planet, coastlines, and the beaches, they differ a lot from the Amazon forest down to the southern parts of Brazil with some very unique jewels you find with the beautiful boutique hotels that really would put your client in a very different level of comfort and perspective. We do love to pamper a lot all of our international customers. So you can count on us for anything that you may need. Again, I do thank you for your time, and I would like to, if anyone have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. I know that Carol is already answering a few of the questions here, but yes, I hope you guys got a little bit of the energy and the excitement of how New Year's Eve works here in Brazil. Sometimes me, Gustavo, I travel during Carnival because I don't want to walk out of my house and be inside of a parade. But New Year's Eve, I'm always here. It's my favorite. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much, Gustavo. And indeed, Daniela and Carolina are already answering the question, so I don't see much more.
Okay.
Are all the
Yes.
Voilà. Carla, can you send us your presentation? Yes, presentation will be sent. So really, I mean, I've not been to Florianopolis, but I've been to Trancoso and I've been to, of course, Rio. I've done only the New Year in Rio de Janeiro, but it is not to be missed. And when I look at the pricing compared to what else we have in our collection during festive, I think there might be a lot of clients who could be looking to, spend something a little more reasonable and have a party that they won't even expect. Huh? Voilà. And
Yes.
Trancoso is incredible as well. And the beach, as you said, endless and golden, and it's remarkable. So
It's remarkable.
I'm not Brazilian, but I hope with you we can communicate and make you as excited as we are about your
Yes.
country and about celebrating when we see many of other places are already sold out. So to know that Copacabana Palace has space, so that you have space in Trancoso and Florianopolis. This is remarkable. So I hope everyone will be jumping on this because your clients are they won't believe it.
Yes. No, please think of us. It's we're more than ready and more than excited to welcome your guests and to welcome all of you guys if we have the opportunity. Thank you so much, Dominique.
Thank you very much again. As I said, all questions have been taken care of from your team. So I'd like to thank all of you and thank all of you, our wonderful advisor who have joined us for all over the Americas and beyond. Thank you so much and wish you a good rest of the day. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, you guys. Yes, have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you, Dominique. I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Bye-bye.